Kane, Spinorama scores! Patrick Kane! Oh dear.
Outlet pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to flip to the fence and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored. What a goal. It doesn't get any better than this.
As he plays to the point, instead, he works his way back free. Granlund fires, score!
Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I am your host, John Crawford, along with my brother Howie, here for episode number 34, our 100th episode. Howie, 100, we made it to 100.
I'm surprised.
100 episodes of this junk.
When's our 100th episode of World Team Tennis?
I don't know. I think we've done, well, we haven't done any real official episodes of it. Maybe 100 episodes where we've mentioned World Team Tennis. I wonder how many we've done.
I don't know.
So it's our 100th episode, and it's a big episode because this is also our playoff prediction show.
That is correct.
It just fell perfectly on this day. So, how have you been this week? I know you are busy. I see boxes in the background being packed.
Yes, I've a multitude of boxes.
Yeah.
Tonight will be my last day at work. I cannot wait.
Your last day at work. Wow.
Last day at work.
And you've already completed the undisclosed location.
Yes.
What is no longer
the hole.
The hole.
That was done. When I left there, I left with the simple saying, Seacrest out. I was gone.
Wow. Wow. Wow, you must feel relieved.
Yes, it's a lot of stress.
There was no big party.
Not at the hole, no. Well, I told.
Not at the hole.
I warned those at my other job too that they better not do anything, because I told them if I come in and there's crap laying around, I'm turning around and leaving, because I don't like that crap. I don't like surprises. I just want it to be a normal day, because I told them that once I leave here, this place is out of my life. I never want it. I'm done.
You know what they're going to do, right? They're going to throw you a big old party now.
Oh, they better not. I told them, because I've warned them. I go, look, they did that to me when I was at the fire department.
Yeah.
They tried to do it for a birthday. I walked out the door. I don't do that stuff.
They're just showing their appreciation for you, huh?
Well, show it to someone else, not me. I don't care for that crap.
All right, so we better just start to jump in because we've got a lot to cover today.
I picked Vegas to win it all.
Done. The show's over.
I wash my hands.
Hockey news, Howie. What do you got?
Biggest thing in the news this past week has been the passing of Philadelphia Flyers owner Ed Snyder, who was 83.
Yeah.
So we send our thoughts to his family and friends, and also the Philadelphia Flyers organization.
Yes, sir.
The other thing was the Arizona Coyotes firing their DM, Don Maloney. They've not. They've named interns, I think, but I don't recall who that was. And the other big thing with Arizona that I read, which I kind of had issues with, you and I kind of
We did a little bit. Yeah.
discussed a little bit. Apparently, they are relocating their AHL affiliate to Tucson,
Right.
which I see as their death warrant.
Yeah.
That's just basically how I see it. Because I have here you have a franchise, Arizona, not the AHL affiliate, but Arizona, who is consistently in the red year after year,
Right.
has trouble maintaining their fan base, having financial problems, and they're moving a team that they too have to own in order to move it there. Move this team to Tucson, Arizona, where they're not going to have a fan base for that team. They're going to lose money with this team.
Well, they're also saving money with this team by cutting out the travel cost of players that get called up and sent down. So they're
It's not going to offset the loss. It's going to impact them more because no one's going to go to those games.
I don't know anything about Tucson or what type of fan base that they may have there.
The same as what they have there in Phoenix. None.
Well, it could be, like you said, the end of the Yotes. I don't know.
I honestly believe it will be, and I think they will end up going to Seattle if not the 17-18 season, it'll be the 18-19 season. But I think they're done. I think either next year or the year after that will be basically a lame duck season.
Well, we'll see. But this is like the second year in a row you've said they were gone, and they're still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make sure they leave.
Go Vegas.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
No, they'll Seattle. Vegas will get the expansion. Carolina, more than likely, will probably end up in Quebec, and then Phoenix or Arizona will move to Seattle. Because that move won't have any impact as far as realignment or anything. I mean,
Right, it'll just be a move, right?
Division, and you're still going to remain in the Western Conference.
Right. All right, let's jump into our predictions for the quest for the Cup. And we will start in the East. This is Thursday, so we have already played a game, as happened last night on a couple of these.
Yes.
And that St. Louis-Chicago game, Howie, did you happen to see any of the St. Louis-Chicago game?
I only got to see because it's all that my NHL app would allow me to watch is the last 2 minutes of the period.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow.
So that's it.
What a great game that was.
I couldn't pull up any kind of a stream at work to watch it because their damn firewall blocked me from anything.
Yeah.
Because I guess they've improved that system since last year, which upset me.
Well,
Now,
your last night.
I'll use that as my excuse for leaving there.
There you go.
You're not letting me watch my games.
Right. Okay. So you have your predictions in front of you. Yeah, I've got my bracket printed out here. Okay. So let's start in the East, and let's talk a little bit about the Caps and Flyers series, Howie. So what do you think, first of all, as far as the series will go?
I think of all the series going on right now,
Yeah.
this one I am picking it will be the first one to finish.
I agree.
I think this will only go 5 games, and I'm taking Washington on this one.
Yeah, I also did the same thing. I chose Washington in 5.
Pittsburgh and New York Strangers.
Yeah, this was one of the games from last night. Had also started, and they matched up really well, I thought. Pittsburgh was really tougher than I thought. I did pick, though, in this series, I did pick the Rangers in 6. But after watching Pittsburgh last night, I'm wondering if I made the right choice. But I'm taking Rangers in 6.
I see it at some point in this series. I see the Rangers wearing their blue jerseys. That much I know, and I faith that will happen.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
By game 3.
Okay. Oh, by game 3 that will happen. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, yes, I too went with the Rangers in 6 games.
In 6 games. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's move over to the, where are we at? Oh, we just didn't.
The Atlantic.
Yeah, let's move over to the Atlantic Division. And you go first on this one.
Florida and the Isles.
Yeah.
This one's tough. I had a hard time with this one because it's just, they're very, even though granted, I mean, Florida has more points and whatnot, but I still see them more evenly matched up. But I'm going to give the home ice advantage to Florida, and I'm taking Florida in 6. I just hope that the senior citizens will stay awake and actually go to these games.
Yeah, I also had a hard time with this one because they are so evenly matched, both in offense and defense. They're pretty close. But I, too, as much as I enjoy watching the Islanders, I, too, chose the Panthers in 6.
Okay?
Isn't that weird? Okay.
We're not going to have much of a challenge on the bracket challengers.
You know, there's not much of a challenge so far. Okay.
Tampa Bay and Detroit.
Right. So Tampa Bay and Detroit.
Maybe this one will differ. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. This one, too, I thought they were pretty evenly matched. Although Tampa Bay's defense is a lot better, I think. And maybe their savior. So I chose Tampa Bay in 7 on this one.
Okay. I went. So this is where we're not going to match up on this one.
Oh, yay.
I went with Detroit on this one.
Wow.
Only given their playoff experience.
Okay.
But I have it going 7 games.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
But I see it. It's going to be a tight game, I think, or a very tight series.
Right. Wow. Okay, yep, there's our first difference. Okay, moving over to the west and the central, correct? Is that where we're going?
Correct.
Dallas, Minnesota. This one was tough for me also. Minnesota's defense is really good. But Dallas's offense is even better, I think. I took Dallas in 5. Yeah, Dallas in 5. So we shall see. I
had a hard time with this one, but but I wanted to. Obviously, I want Minnesota to win this, but
right.
to swallow my pride and take a cup of reality.
Right, and I'll be rooting for Minnesota for this. I want Minnesota.
But I think it's, especially now after because Vanek's going to be out game 1 at least, and Parisi's going to be out at least game 1.
Yep.
And I think Eric Hall is also possibly might be missing game 1 also.
Yep.
But I just don't see. I don't see the upset coming in this one. I have Dallas in 6.
Okay. I will be rooting Dallas or Minnesota on, but I think Dallas they're still peaking, and they just look really good. They're going to be hard to beat.
St. Louis and Chicago.
Yeah.
Granted, the Chicago Bears will not repeat this year. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the year St. Louis will finally break out of that first round. And I see St. Louis winning this series in 7.
Wow. Okay.
And they showed me a lot last night.
They sure did, and I think you made a good choice. I too struggled with this series. I think it's that evenly matched, and I think we got a great taste of it last night. But I did take Chicago only because of their experience in 7.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I went with experience there in 7.
Out to Pacific.
In the Pacific, the Ducks in Nashville. I think the Ducks are just coming into the top of their peak. And I think that they will take this series in 6.
Anaheim in 6. This series I think will be that first round upset. I think it is going to come down almost to a battle of goaltending.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to give that to Nashville.
Oh, bless you, my brother.
I see Nashville winning this series, upsetting the Ducks in 7.
Oh, I love my little brother. I love you, brother.
Kings and Sharks.
Kings and Sharks.
I think whoever wins this series, they're going to be beat up as all hell. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
This is going to be a what's the term? Fisticuffs?
Yeah, fisticuffs.
Yeah, fisticuffs. It's going to be basically whoever stays out of the box the most is going to win this series.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to special teams in this whole series.
Mm.
And I have to give that to Ellie's advantage there.
Yeah.
So I see the Kings winning this, but going 7 games.
I agree with you, Howie. I have written down here that this will be a battle and be done in special teams, right here in black and white. And we'll go 7 games, and the Kings will prevail. So
Okay.
there we have gone through the first round.
So we only had 3 differences.
We only had 3 differences. In the East, we both chose Washington and New York Rangers. In the Atlantic, I have Florida versus Tampa Bay, and Howie has Florida versus Detroit. Over in the West, I have Dallas and Chicago, and Howie has Dallas and St. Louis. And then in the Pacific, I have the Ducks and Kings, and Howie has the Predators and the Kings.
That is correct.
All right, so let's move on into the second round, Howie.
Round 2.
Round 2. I have, well, we both have Capitals and the Rangers in this. And I have chosen, I don't think the Rangers are going to have a much of a chance with the Caps. They may win a game. They may win 2 games. I'm not sure, but I have the Caps kind of winning this one, still rolling through, and winning this one in 5.
Okay. I would have to agree with Washington moving on from the series, but I will go. I would have to go along with your maybe 2, and I see Washington going in 6.
Okay. All right. In the Atlantic, Howie, you have Florida and Detroit.
So moving on to now, after our technical difficulties, and you can no longer see me, so you get to enjoy my beautiful still picture.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I have Florida and Detroit for this one, this series. I don't know. I kind of going with the way Detroit is, because usually Detroit, if they play bad in the first round and lose, or they'll usually play crappy after that if they get by that first round.
Mm-hmm.
But I think after playing Tampa Bay and taking them that full 7 games, and they're granted, yeah, they went 7 games, but I think that because that series is so tight and they actually fought for it and stayed with Tampa Bay,
Mm-hmm.
I think they could take Florida and win that series, and I see that series going 6 games.
Wow. Okay. So I have Florida and Tampa Bay in that series.
Well, you're welcome, Andy.
Yeah, you're welcome, Andy. he has Detroit moving on to the conference final. I've got Florida, Tampa Bay. I think that just playoff experience, and I think
Correct.
the gas is going to run out here for Florida on this one. I do have Tampa Bay in 6, moving on to the conference final with Washington.
Okay, so we both have Florida gone then. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over in the West in the second round, I have Dallas and Chicago. I think this could be a really, really good series. It'll be a battle. But I have Dallas coming on top after 7 games.
I have Dallas and St. Louis.
Yep.
I'm going to take that series and I'm going to go 6 games. And I'm going to ride the St. Louis Blues train from last year that you had.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the Blues to win that series, upsetting Dallas, which it really, to me, won't be an upset because they were so tightly matched up all season long.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Blues to outlast them and get by and go into the conference final.
Wow. 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 Okay. You have Nashville and L.A., Howie.
Nashville and L.A. I think this is going to be a good series. I think it's going to be a close series. I think, again, this is going to come down for this series. It's going to be that goaltending matchup.
Right.
But I think after that San Jose series, the Kings will be one of two, if not both. They're going to be tired and beat up and possibly going into that next round against Nashville with injuries. And I think that will be their downfall, and Nashville will win that series
Wow.
in 7 games.
Wow. Oh, brother.
Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I have the Kings winning it.
What?
Yes, I have
Wait
the
a
Kings.
minute. What?
I have the Kings winning it.
You have the Kings winning in 7.
Kings in 7, but the Kings are going to be beat up, tired, and they're if they go in with injuries, they will lose that series.
Okay.
As long as it
Kings
stays
in 7. That's what you're going with.
Kings of 7, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
The injury thing is what threw me off when I was saying that. But yeah, but if the Kings could stay at least healthy, they'll be beat up and tired. But as long as they go in there injury free, they'll be okay. But if they go in there injured, they're done. And Nashville will win that series.
All right. I have Anaheim and LA meeting in that round. Yes, the Kings will be beat up. But I think they thrive on that. I think the longer the series draws out, the better they get. And I think that they play the Ducks well.
I do agree. They do tend to get better as a series goes.
Yeah,
along.
for some reason, I don't know why. But
I think it's just that survival of the
Right. And I think this will be another series where we may see a lot of special teams. But I think the Kings will prevail in this, going 6 games.
Okay.
So I have a Capitals and Tampa Bay series, and I have a Dallas LA series. You have a Capitals and Red Wings series, and a St. Louis LA series.
L.A., not Nashville, L.A.
Right.
The injury thing is what.
So we move on to the conference finals. And I have... I think it's your turn.
Yeah. Starting in the East, Washington and Detroit for myself.
Yep.
I see this This is another one. It's either going to go 5 games or it's going to go 6. More than likely 6. So I'm going to ride with 6. But I can see it going 5. But I see Washington just being too much for Detroit to handle, especially offensively. I don't see Detroit being able to stop them, and I'm going to take Washington to move on and go on to the Cup final.
Okay. I have Washington and Tampa Bay. I think this one will be a little bit tougher for Washington, but maybe not so tough. I have Washington also going to the Stanley Cup Finals in 6 games against Tampa Bay. Over in the West, I have Dallas and LA. And I think this is where experience will win the day. And I think during that LA and Anaheim series, the Kings will reach this new part of their peak. They're going to be peaking going into the Dallas series, and they will win that series in 6 games.
Wow. Actually, with San Jose and Anaheim, LA would be going into Dallas to me to just beat up all as hell. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the Kings play better like that. They play good.
I don't know. I think I have St. Louis and LA, and I think even for me after San Jose and Nashville, I think the Kings are going to be too beat up after both those series. And I have to continue riding the St. Louis Blues train.
Okay.
And I'm taking the Blues to the Cup.
Wow.
6.
Wow. St. Louis Blues in 6. Okay, Howie. This brings us to the Stanley Cup. I have the Caps and Kings, and you've got the Caps and Blues. And I guess I go first, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
This will be an awesome series, Kings and Capitals. But the Kings are just going to be way too good. They're going to be, I think, again, experience is going to win the day. Although Washington has an offense, they're awesome. Washington has probably one of the best offenses in the league. But I think this will be dialed one with the Kings defense. And I just think that they're a tougher team than Washington. They're going to beat Washington up. And this series may go to 7 games. I've got the Kings winning in 7 and winning their 3rd Stanley Cup.
Wow. Okay. What I see, I see I don't know, some major controversy or something that's going to come up before the Cup. St. Louis will be disqualified from entering. They'll put all the teams in the Western Conference into a hat and they'll draw, and Minnesota will be allowed to play.
All of a sudden, they were out in the first round, and now they're in the Stanley Cup. They get drawn from a hat.
It's kind of like what the Republicans are hoping at the convention. Some guy's going to come in on a parachute, and this is going to be our nominee.
Okay.
No, the nominee will be Minnesota. So now it's
All right.
no, St. Louis, and Washington is what I have.
Yeah.
I think this is going to it's going to go one of 2 ways. Mm-hmm. Either a matchup of goaltending or a matchup of scoring. One of the 2. but I have to go with Washington on this one, and I'm going to go with Washington in 7.
Wow. Okay.
But it'll be either a very tight or a very wide open game.
Right.
I tried to ride the Blues train as long as I could, but
yeah,
I'm drawing it to a close. Short at the station.
All right, so that is it. We have completed all the way to the Stanley Cup. Our predictions. I have the Kings being the Stanley Cup champions. And Howie has the Minnesota Wild. Howie has Washington in 7. We shall see. There's a bunch of great games tonight. The series going on tonight. Let's see. We've got the Caps in Philadelphia starting their series tonight. Pittsburgh and the Rangers play again tonight, don't they? Or no, that's Saturday. I'm sorry. Tonight is Thursday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, so it'll be Washington, Philadelphia tonight. Florida Islanders, Dallas and Minnesota, and LA and San Jose tonight. So some great games, great series that we're gonna see. Howie, you have anything else to add to your predictions or?
No, not to my predictions. All I can do is I just hope that I'm wrong with the Minnesota series, but I don't see it happening. But
yeah. All right. So we will wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching and listening. We apologize for the technical difficulties for the second half of this show, but it is what it is. We got our 100th episode in, Howie. Congratulations on that. I hope we can get to do another 100. And we will thank you all for watching and listening. We'll catch us on what do you got?
Next week's show, I will be at my new location.
That's right. Howie will be disclosing his location.
And we know it's not Gilligan's Island.
We know it's not Gilligan's Island. That's right. He will be in his new location. We'll get to see him in his new studio if we can get this stupid thing to work again after our technical difficulties. So thank you all for listening and watching. Go out to our website at www.thepuckdropshere.com. You can catch our past episodes and our current episodes there out on our podcast page. Also, we'll put our predictions out online I think they're gonna first be out on our blogs that we're putting out.
Yes, but they'll be out by round. Yeah.
How do you want to do?
The way the blog works is basically who we think is going to win, who we want to win.
Right.
But it's going to be done by round.
Right. So we'll kind of put it out in that form, and then we'll put it out sort of like how we did this season. I'll put it down on that front page down below. Also, you catch us on Hockey Talk Radio. We are out there. It is Hockey Talk Radio 24/7. There's a bunch of great hockey programming out there. We're out there. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. Google Plus. Send us an email at Jon and Howie at thepuckdropshere.com. And we'll catch you all next week with our 101st episode, Howie in his new location. And we bid you all adieu.
Farewell.
Enjoy the games.